From Shanghai to Shenzhen, China. Let's do it. Welcome to another edition of Law Dog 910, coming to you from the Los Angeles International Airport, where I'm just hours away from boarding a red-eye flight to China. And yes, this airport is still under construction. Now, over the years, I've done my fair share of travel. I've done all of Western Europe, most of Central Europe, much of Eastern Europe, including the Ukraine twice before the Russians invaded. I've done Mexico, Canada, Central and South America, the Middle East, even Australia and New Zealand. But I didn't start exploring Asia, more specifically East Asia, until very late in the game. But in 2017, I went to China for the first time. And let me tell you, China opened up a whole new world to me. The people, the culture, the food. I find in all of my travels, the most misunderstood country, at least back west, is in fact China, because it's only natural to fear what you don't understand. As a result, I thought on this trip to China, my third, that I would drag along this GoPro and take some footage to share with you, the viewer, so perhaps you'll consider coming to China in the future. I'll be flying into Shanghai, which is China's largest city in the country. It'll be my second time there, but unfortunately, I'm not staying very long. I'm only using Shanghai as a stopover, but I will take some footage to give you a small taste of what Shanghai has to offer. Then I'm off to the Gansu province, which is a very diverse and interesting area of China. And I'm gonna visit two cities, the cities of Lanzhou and Jiuquan. Now, these are not your typical cities where Western tourists visit, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna check out the Gobi Desert and hopefully also the Yellow River. Then I'm gonna round the trip out by jumping on an airplane and getting to Shenzhen, which is China's third largest city. Added bonus, along the way, I intend to link up with some locals that are from these areas that can perhaps share some insight that only locals can do. Now, I need to get to my gate. I have a long travel day ahead of me. In the meantime, I'll see you on the other side in Shanghai. I'm here in Shanghai. Whew, what a long travel day. I'm tired and I'm starving. I'm gonna get something to eat, get cleaned up, and tomorrow we'll check out some of Shanghai. Here is some of the financial district of Shanghai, and in front of us is the famous Oriental TV tower that stands at over 1,500 feet tall. And I do believe it's still an active working tower. And it's along the Huapu River. On the other side, you can see the Bund, which is a historic protected area with some colonial buildings. Now, it's gonna be a really tight schedule, but I'm gonna do my best to check some of this out tomorrow. Day one, boots on the ground, Shanghai. Now, just to recap, Shanghai is the largest city in China. It's also the financial center. Last time I checked, it has a population of over 28 million people. It's located on the shore of the East China Sea. And believe it or not, this place used to be a sleepy fishing village. Now it has one of the largest seaports in the world, and it also has one of the largest metro systems with over 500 miles of rail line. I've had a very relaxing morning walking along the Huapu River, and the plan is for tonight to get to the other side, which is the famous historical area known as the Bund. Okay, we're in an area known as the French Concession. this area was ceded to the French back in the 1800s, I think 1849 through 1943. But looking around, there's not a lot of French influence left. This is the real China. Let's walk around. You might notice that China is big on non-motor vehicle, carbon dioxide producing transportation. California would be proud. After dealing with some rather unpleasant traffic, I find myself at the People's Square, which is in the heart of the city of Shanghai. It's a major transportation hub and also has some high-end shopping. You know, one thing I can say about Shanghai is, you know, for a large city, we're talking anywhere from 26 to 28 million, walking around, you don't see any trash. I have yet to see one homeless person. Now, compare that to New York City, population 8.4 million. Just saying. This is the famous Nanjing Road here in Shanghai, known for an area that people get together, they eat, they shop. It's actually one of the busiest shopping streets in the world. And while you're walking down this street, you can see people dancing, they're singing, they're even practicing Tai Chi. Very interesting. Well, I made it to the Bund after dark. Now earlier I was filming from this side of the Huangpu River. Now I'm on the Bund side. It's about 10:30 at night on a Monday and this place is still packed. You've got many banks and hotels in the area, lots of shopping and lots of people. It's gonna be a wrap on Shanghai. I need to catch an early morning flight to the Gansu province where I'll be going to the city of Lanzhou and checking out the Yellow River. See you there. Welcome to the city of Lanzhou, capital of Gansu province. We are definitely not in Shanghai anymore. This city is much smaller, less developed, population of about 3 million. You don't see a lot of tourists here. In fact, I have yet to see another Western tourist, which is kind of nice. This city sits along the banks of the Yellow River. Now, I got here late last night and I only have one full day of boots on the ground to check things out, so let's go. Maybe I should try riding a bike. There's lots to choose from. Now, the Yellow River is very important to the Chinese people, also known as Mother River, because it provides transportation, food, obviously water, and they call it the Yellow River because of the color of the water, and it has that color because of the silt that it carries. Now, let's go check out the bridge. Made it to the other side of the Yellow River. Here we have White Pagoda Mountain with a temple. I'm going to check that out next. As an interesting side note, tipping in China is a touchy subject. I live in California where tipping is out of control. In fact, I'm tipped out.
When does it all end, huh? How many yachts can you water ski behind? How much is enough?
But it's a different situation here in China. It can be considered rude or embarrassing. For example, I took a cab over here. This guy took me halfway across the city, 15-minute drive. He charged me the equivalent of $3 in RMB. 3. I tried to give the guy $5 and told him to keep the change. No, he wouldn't have it. He insisted that I pay him only exactly what he charged. Pretty incredible. Let's go check out the mountain. More dancing. Let me tell you, to get this view for you, I had quite the hike. And for a international YouTube celebrity with my status, to have to do this kind of physical labor is unheard of. And quite frankly, somebody should have sent the VIP golf cart. I'm outside the temple. Obviously, it's disrespectful for me to be filming. I want to go inside. I'll see you when I come out. This is the Shiguan Mosque, one of the largest mosques in China, built during the Ming Dynasty. It's still very active with local Muslims. Tomorrow, I go to an even smaller city on the edge of the Gobi Desert called Dongguan. Looking forward to it. I'll see you then.
This is a hotel plus motel.
Welcome to the city of Dongguan, the city that's right on the edge of the Gobi Desert. It's a small city, less than 200,000. In fact, when flying in this morning on the plane, we flew over the Gobi Desert, and it was very beautiful. Now, even though my Chinese is excellent, today I have some help. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
How do you pronounce the name of this city?
Dongguan.
Okay, and what are we going to do today?
我们去爬那个鸣沙山，然后呢，再一块儿骑骆驼。
English.
So basically, we're gonna hiking on the Mingsha Mountain. Then after that, we will ride a camel.
Okay.
So have some fun there. It's very hot here.
Yeah, it's like it's 100 degrees easy. It's hot and humid. No, actually, it's not humid. It's a dry heat. And what are we going to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, we're going to go to Mogul Cave. So we see a lot of painting, and that should be fun. So a few hours there.
Okay, we need to get ready to ride a camel. We'll see how this goes. We're approaching the Mingsha Mountain where we're going to ride some camels. Now, because I am an international VIP YouTube celebrity, the Chinese government has sent a Sherpa to ensure my safety. Are you ensuring my safety on this camel ride?
No.
I hope so, because if not, there's going to be a lot of upset YouTube fans. Lots of heat, lots of sand, lots of fun. I must say, I think that's the first time I've ridden a camel. I don't have a lot of video footage of it though, because they were strict rules prohibiting photography. Okay, I think we're gonna get cleaned up, get something to eat. Tomorrow's a new day. Why are we climbing this mountain right now?
Why?
Because of me.
Megan, talk. It's you.
All right, we climbed up this, I don't know, sand dune for this view. I'm not sure the juice was worth the squeeze. Checking out the Mogul Caves built along the Silk Road, which contain many Buddhist artworks and statues. Okay, what city are we in?
嘉峪关
And what's this city known for?
is the beginning of the Great Wall in China.
And are we still in the Gansu province?
Yes, we are.
Okay, let's check it out. Goodbye, Bud Light. Hello, Qingdao beer. All right, what city are we in now?
Zhouquan in China.
And this is your hometown?
Yes, it's my hometown.
So you grew up here.
Yes.
And tell me something interesting about this city.
So my hometown basically is the only city named by the liquor in China.
And what famous dish is the city known for?
Beef noodle.
Okay, we'll have to try the beef noodle later. This is the world famous beef noodle. Very good. Good morning, YouTube audience. Back in the big city. Yesterday I jumped on a plane and finally made it to Shenzhen late afternoon. Population of 13 million people. It's hard to believe this whole area just over 40 years ago was nothing but fishing villages and swamp. Now it's one of China's largest cities in the country. It has a very young vibe here. A lot of young people moved to Shenzhen. And as per usual, I only have a couple of days here, so there's no time to waste. Let's move. I'm at the Window of the World, which is a theme park with several miniature replicas of some of the world's most famous natural and cultural landmarks. Let's walk around. I'm at OCT Park, which is a contemporary and cultural area, kind of a hipster's paradise. All right, in Shenzhen, but taking a side trip to the city of Guangzhou. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, correct.
And what city are you from?
I'm from Guangzhou province.
Okay, and how far away is Guangzhou by train?
From Shenzhen, it's like 30 minutes.
Okay, and tell me one interesting fact about Guangzhou.
Well, it has great food and probably the most restaurants in China.
Okay, we have a train to catch.
Okay.
We need to roll. Let's go. All right, I'm in Guangzhou at one of the popular Cantonese restaurants. By the way, Guangzhou is the birthplace of Cantonese food. Let's try the boiled bullfrog. Excellent.
Hi guys, where are we today?
We're at South China Botanical Garden in Guangzhou.
And how is this park?
It's fabulous, you can see for yourself.
And that's a wrap on China. This past 15 days has been pretty amazing, bouncing around from city to city. And keep in mind, I've only scratched the surface of what China has to offer. I want to thank the Chinese government for letting me into the country because I wasn't even sure my visa was still valid. I just had my fingers crossed. I also want to thank everyone who helped contribute to this video and all the Chinese people I met along the way. Everyone's been very gracious. I would encourage all of you to explore China. And if that sounds like a daunting task, just keep in mind the famous Chinese proverb that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This is Law Dog 910. See you on the next one.